What's going on, YouTube fam? So let's discuss it. Alcohol, it's inevitable. It's on our weekly lives. We grew up with it. It's always around us. So let's talk about how to control it and not let it get out of hand, okay? So first off, let's start by stating what's a moderate dosage of alcohol. So 1 per day for a woman, 1 drink per day for a woman, and then 2 drinks per day for a man. Anything more than that is kind of considered excessive drinking, okay? So, because it all adds up at the end of the week. So try not to make a habit of it to drink every day. For me, I'm not gonna say I don't drink. I drink probably like once or twice every 6 months, but I only drink when I earn it or when I deserve it. So basically, either when I'm just got done dieting, I lost 25 pounds, or I'm succeeding in business, or you know, a special occasion for family or something like that. But I don't do it every weekend or every day. So like I said, the longer I go without, the more I can savor each sip. And that's my advice to y'all, is that the more you have it, the more you take it for granted, and it's just like you don't really enjoy it as much. So try to control it in moderate doses or moderate sessions, so to say. Okay, next we got the possible consequences to your body, okay? So first things first is gut irritation. I don't know if you've never mixed too much, drank too much, and your stomach is just killing you. I've experienced that myself when I was younger. I didn't know any better. I was mixing brown liquor, clear liquor, margaritas, mojitos, beer, shots. It all comes together, and it's not, I mean, none of it's supposed to be in the body in the first place. So when you mix all those chemicals, bam, your gut's gonna be really mad at you. So that's the worst kind of pain I could ever feel, you know? And I think there's a quote, and I was doing all that before I heard this quote. I don't know who told me it, but liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Beer before liquor, never been sicker. So I'm like, ever since then, I'm like, okay. So from that quote, basically what that's saying is that, look, yeah, you can mix, but just stick to one thing for a little bit, and then give it some time, drink some water, eat some food, let it absorb the alcohol, and then switch it up if you choose to. So like I said, obviously I'm not saying I don't drink. It's just I control it. I don't let it control me, okay? So next is it messes up the sleep patterns. So I know a lot of us think that, yeah, I'm gonna get drunk and I'm gonna pass out. Like literally, yeah, you pass out, but that's not quality sleep. Your REM sleep is all messed up. Your circadian rhythm screwed up. Because you may or may not wake up in 4 to 5 hours, 3 hours, who knows? You may wake up throwing up with a headache. So it's not quality sleep, and sleep is very important as far as fitness goes, because sleep is when you recover from your workouts, and then it gives you energy for the next day. So that's why I try to stay away from drinking in general, because I know it's gonna mess up my gains, and I'm all about them gains. You know, I work my butt off every week, day in and day out. I diet, I'm consistent with the exercises, so why mess it all up for a couple sips of alcohol, you know? And then next is the liquid courage. So I know you're thinking liquid courage, like I'm gonna approach a woman or I'm gonna approach a man, but I'm talking about liquid courage when from peer pressure or just by yourself. We're not thinking clearly when we're intoxicated, so we do stupid things. So if I'm your friend and I tell you, hey, jump off that bridge into the lake, and who knows what's in that lake, who knows how far the jump is, we're drunk, you know, we're not thinking straight. And liquid courage gives you that ability to just, okay, bet. And so that's what I'm trying to say, is don't get to that point where you can potentially harm yourself physically, because then that's only gonna set you back weeks or months out of the gym or from your exercise routine, okay? So next one we have is it messes up the protein synthesis that's going on within your body. So protein synthesis, what happens is the muscles are broken down, they're torn up, but from the diet and all the extra protein that we're consuming throughout the week, it's helping rebuild the muscle bigger and stronger for your next session. So whenever you consume alcohol or ethanol, it just messes up that whole process. It's like puts it at a halt, and it slows it down, not completely, but it slows it down a lot. So why make it harder for yourself to get those gains, you know, when it's hard as it is to be consistent, to be disciplined, to say no to things. So just think about those things whenever you're consuming the alcohol or when you're about to. Try to understand if it's worth it or not. And I always use the analogy of like climbing up a mountain, right? The top of the mountain is the goal. And It's pretty steep as it is. It's hard to climb it as it is. And why do something that's gonna push you down the mountain, not pull you up or push you up? So in that sense, that's why I try to stay away as much as possible from anything that's harmful for my fitness journey, because I want to get to the top and I want to sustain that for the rest of my life. And that's what I preach to all my clients and all the people who follow me, okay? So next thing is, yes, we love to drink, right, for celebration, right? And we consume all kinds of drinks. So margaritas, mojitos, beers, shots. What else is there? There's all kinds of drinks. Wine. So I like wine and I like margaritas and mojitos. I'm a flavor type of guy. If I'm gonna drink, I want to enjoy it. I don't want nothing that's nasty like beer. So, but just understand that all those drinks have unwanted calories. So beer has tons of carbs. Margaritas has tons of sugar. What else? Wine has tons of carbs. And it's just like, man, is it really worth it? Like, I don't know if you ever looked at a bottle, but like one serving is like this much, right? And this much equals 200 calories. I'm like, dang, 200 calories? I could have gotten that from a protein bar or something like that, where it's more satisfying rather than something that's liquid is gonna go right through me. Because it's a diuretic, all the alcohol is a diuretic, so you just, start going to the restroom eventually throughout the night. So for me, I don't really drink as much because I'd rather get my calories from food. So all in all, it's just like, I'm just giving you a quick rundown. I'm not giving you all the things because I'm not trying to preach to you, but all in all, just understand the consequences, control it, and, consume it when you deserve it, not just because. That'd be my biggest thing, is earn it first. Earn a cheat meal, earn a day of drinking, or not day of drinking, but earn a drinking session with your buddies or your family. Earn that before you do it, and it just you savor each sip much more that way compared to just doing it every day just because. So like I said, if you have any more questions on alcohol and how it affects the body or your fitness journey, feel free to message me. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all at the next one. If you live in San Antonio, Texas and looking for a one-on-one personal trainer, I got you. Feel free to message me about details as far as where I train my clients, my pricing, and the services that I do provide. If you do not live in San Antonio, Texas, it's all good. I also have an online coaching website where I provide custom meal plans, workout routines, or all the above in a 4-week online coaching where everything is custom and personalized to you and your lifestyle. Like I said, my job is to help you become the best version of yourself. Feel free to message me about any other questions.